Shalom Israel, first and foremost, say Kotah Dafla Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Barakatam. Double honor to the elders who taught us the truth, and to the brothers and sisters that are on four corners of this planet Earth, standing on God's laws, statutes, and commandments, and praying for the hastening of the coming of Yahweh Hamashach, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. So my name is Mapa Tak, and I have another quick lesson, just a quick lesson, to brothers and sister believers, who stand on God's law, statutes, and commandments, and was sturdy in the truth right here. The Most High gonna tempt us, okay? The Most High gonna drop something out of the sky, gonna drop a situation on us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person or whatever. The Most High gonna drop a situation on you and see how you gonna handle it. Are you gonna handle it a spiritual way, or are you gonna handle it a natural way? You understand what I'm saying? And that's what happens. You know what I mean? The best thing for us to do is something like that happens to us, pray, and seek the Most High's face. You understand what I'm saying? And He's gonna give you wisdom, okay, to build you up, okay, to build you back up and keep your feet planted on your square. You understand what I'm saying? So with that, okay, I want to go to the book of Luke, okay, because you have power over the enemy. You have power over these demons. If you're serving the Lord, the Spirit, and the truth, okay, and you're trying your best, or you're doing what the Most High basically telling you to do, okay, you have power, you have authority, okay? You have authority over the enemy, and you got to start moving in that office. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you're not going to know that you have authority over the enemy if you're not put in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the Most High does. The Most High put you around people, places, and things, okay, and then put the situation on you, okay, and now you got to handle it, okay, in a spiritual way, not in a natural way, because we're spiritual beings, okay. Once the Most High woke us up, called out of darkness into His life, we went from natural to spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? So, real quick, I want to start it off right here. I want to go to Luke the 10th chapter, right? I'm gonna start at verse 17. Okay, he have an ear to hear what the Spirit say to the churches, right? It says, the 70 returned with joy, saying, Lord, even the demons are subject to us in your name. He said unto them, I watched Satan fall from heaven like a flash of lightning. Okay, Yahushua is giving him like a little prophecy. That's how fast the enemy gonna fall. Okay. Then he goes on to say, I have given you authority that you now possess to tread on serpents and scorpions, and the ability to exercise authority over all the power of the enemy, Satan, and nothing will in any way harm you. Okay, so we got to understand God's word. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand, when you're in this truth, okay, and you start basically being obedient to the Most High gives you power. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a time to be afraid. It's time to start, walking in this authority. You understand what I'm saying? And as it reads further, verse 20 says, nevertheless, do not rejoice at this, that the spirits are subject to you, but rejoice that your names are recorded in heaven. So Yahushua told his disciples, look, these demons are subject to you. Okay, really, that's not no thing. You understand what I'm saying? What you really need to be rejoicing about is your name written in the book of heaven. You understand what I'm saying? My point, okay, brothers and sisters, my point is we got authority, okay, over the enemy, but we got to conceive that in our mind. You understand what I'm saying? We got to conceive that, and we got to start walking in that authority. The only way that we're not walking in that authority if we're not doing what we're supposed to do in this truth right here. Point, okay? We got power over the enemy, okay? And nothing is going to hurt us. That's the type of mindset that we have to have, and we got to walk in that humbly, not proudly, humbly. I got to do a couple precepts. Let's go to Psalms 91 and 13. All right. Let me see. All right. Psalms. Psalms 91. Okay, Psalms 91 and verse 13. It says, You will tread upon the lion and cobra, the young lion and the serpent you will trample underfoot. Okay. These unclean spirits, because they're using these, lion and a cobra, okay, young lion and serpent. They're using these as unclean spirits and this and that. We're going to have authority over them, but we have to keep that in our mind. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you get to move, because this is a spiritual walk, okay? It's not a natural walk, okay? You have to be spiritual in this truth right here. You have to be spiritual. Now, the natural and the spiritual, they don't come together. You understand what I'm saying? They don't come together. The natural and the spiritual are separate, right? Because flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so it's all about the spirit. You have to be a spiritual being in this truth, and you got to believe the precious promises that the Most High tells us in His Word right here. Okay. The next precept, I'm gonna go to Acts chapter 28. All right. Acts chapter 28. I'm gonna start at verse 3. All right. I'm gonna read from 3 to 5. Right. It says, but when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, a viper crawled out because of the heat and fastened itself on his hand. When the natives saw the creature hanging from his hand, they began saying to one another, undoubtedly, this man is a murderer, and though he has been saved from the sea, justice, the avenging goddess, has not permitted him to live. Verse 5, then Paul simply shook the creature off into the fire and suffered no ill effects. The point, okay, the point is this, okay? Paul served the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Paul served the Lord, and the Lord sent them out with a mission to do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as long as you're doing the mission that the Most High sends you to do, all these little things that happen to you on the way, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to overcome them. You understand what I'm saying? That's the mindset that we have to keep in our mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a spiritual walk. It's not a natural walk. You understand what I'm saying? A natural man probably would have died when that snake bit him on his hand. You understand what I'm saying? But it's a spiritual walk. Okay? Okay? Let's go to Luke chapter 21, 17 and 18. All right? Okay, I'm going to read verse 16 too. But you will be betrayed and handed over even by parents and brothers and relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death. And you will be continually hated by everyone because of your association with my name. 18. But not a hair of your head will perish. So the Most High said, listen, nothing's going to touch you, okay? As long as you're doing what I sent you to do, I sent you out for the mission, to preach and teach this truth, or whatever my ministry I sent you to do, okay? Nothing's going to happen to you. Again, brothers and sisters, we got to understand this. We got to believe this. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be touched. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13, I'm going to read 5 and 6. Verse 5 says, let your character, your moral essence, your inner nature, be free from the love of money. Shun greed. Be financially ethical, being content with what you have. For he has said, I will never, under any circumstance, desert you, nor give you up, nor leave you without support, nor will I in any degree leave you helpless, nor will I forsake or let you down or relax my hold on you. Assuredly not. Verse 6. Verse 6 says, So we take comfort and are encouraged and confidently say, the Lord is my helper in time of need. I will not be afraid. What will man do to me? And that's the type of mindset that we have to have, brothers and sisters. That's the type of mindset that you got to have. Okay, when certain situations come about us out of nowhere, okay, this is the type of mindset we got to have. You know what I'm saying? We got to take a spiritual, okay, take it in a spiritual way. With that, I pray with brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, got an understanding, okay, through the Spirit, this little lesson. If I said anything wrong, it's definitely, wasn't Spirit, had to be a flesh. Until next time, with a lot of a ball, shalom.